Hi there everyone, it's Misty here from TheJollyFatElf. Welcome to day 10 of this trip down memory lane. So in these videos, I'm basically re-uploading former videos that are some of my most favorite cards that I've made either in a Festive Friday or a past holiday card series. Today's video is one that I made for the 2020 holiday card series. It's actually the second version of this card that I made. The first one didn't turn out quite as much as I liked. The first one didn't turn out like I wanted it to, but the second one is one of my favorites. So much, in fact, that it is on display. I absolutely love it. So this is a Yeti with presents. It's featuring some one-layer stamping, some masking, and some embossing. So before I forget, don't forget in the description box down below, you will find links to former holiday card series playlist or Festive Friday playlist. You will also find a link to my Etsy shop so you can purchase Christmas cards if you're in the mood, if you're so inclined. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Every single video has a giveaway attached, and all you have to do is leave a comment, and it's open internationally. So yeah, let's go watch me color and make this one-layer Yeti card. I'm so excited. Hi everyone, it's Misty here from TheJollyFatElf. Happy Friday. Thank you so much for joining me for another day in my 2020 holiday card series. Hello, how are you? You've gotten a ton of videos from me this week. This will not be the norm, but I didn't want to put that little bitty haul from Monday into another video. And then, like I said, on Wednesday, if you missed it, I posted a video. I thought I had ruined the card. Like, I was just beside myself because I was like, I spent 2 hours on this card and I felt like I ruined it. And so many of you guys were like, no, it's, post it, because I asked on all my social media, you guys were like, post it. So I did post it. I posted that Wednesday. And then yesterday I posted a in-depth tutorial on how to create a scene with masking tape. And then today I have remade Wednesday's card, and I feel like this one is a success. I love how this card turned out. I'm using the cutest little Yeti from Stampin' Bella. If you missed it, I've picked up these Yetis from Stampin' Bella, and I just picked up Sloths today. So I have more Stampin' Bella coming my way in the next few weeks, I guess. So yeah, but this card, I really love how it turned out. It's just so pretty. So anyway, enough of me tooting my own horn. Let's head over to my craft table and I'll show you how I reworked Wednesday's ruined card. Oh, hello friends. Happy Friday. So I am remaking the card from Wednesday. Someone mentioned in the comments that I should just try to remake it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, on Wednesday I posted a card that I thought I had ruined. I personally thought I had ruined. You guys left such nice comments. Thank you so much. I wasn't fishing for compliments or anything like that. It was just one of those cards where I couldn't figure out what the heck it was missing or what I could do to make it, pop. I could not figure out what was going on. So, but before I go any further, I posted a detailed tutorial on how to mask. So if you're interested in that went up yesterday on Thursday. So I'm not going to talk to you about masking. I'm not going to talk to you about this part because of that video. Plus I showed it in Wednesday's video as well. But anyway, Angie, who's Angie Cat, she left a comment, and first she mentioned the Monsters Inc. Yeti. Several of you guys mentioned the Monsters Inc. Yeti, and that's the Yeti I was thinking about, not the one from the Minions. The one from the Minions is kind of scary looking. So yeah, that's not the one I was thinking about. I was thinking about the one from Monsters Inc., who is voiced by the guy that played Cliff, and he voiced Hampton and Mac and 3 or 4 other characters that I can't think of off the top of my head. So anyway, she mentioned that it wasn't like my normal cards. My normal cards are very vibrant and bright, and the colors on that other card, especially the presents, were very muted. So that's the thing with colored pencils, is that the look is more soft. Now you can get them to where they're very vibrant, with different color schemes, etc. It's completely up to you. I think some of that had to do with the fact that I was using the Crayola pencils. And the whole reason why I got those was to show you that you don't have to spend a ton of money on coloring supplies to get something that looks good. I know someone mentioned about buying the polychromos from Faber-Castell. I already have the Prismacolor pencils, and I think they were $120. So if I were someone that colored with colored pencils on the regular, or someone who loved coloring with colored pencils, or someone who I would consider investing. But since I've already made the investment in the Prismacolors, I don't think I'll be buying the polychromos. Okay, so I'm just outlining him like I did on Wednesday to make the line weight match the one on the presents. So I decided to do this one in Copic markers. So that was one change that I did. Another change I did is I brought him down quite a bit because I decided I did want a sentiment on the top of this card. This is a 1-layer card, and like I said, I have a detailed tutorial on how to mask, how to figure out perspective, stuff like that. And then on Saturday, I will post my normal in real-time coloring. I am going to try to walk you through that. I may wait for something that's a little bit more detailed, or maybe I'll do both. I don't know. I haven't decided yet because I haven't filmed it yet. So I wanted to do the background. And you guys know I normally use the makeup brushes that I picked up from Amazon, and normally have no issue with them. I can clean them and they're no problem. Well, you're going to see what happened. So I decided to use spun sugar, and I cleaned this not only with makeup brush cleaner, but also with my scrubby, and I used regular Stampin' Mist, and it still had a bit of brown or something in it, and it made the background dark. But it was fortuitous or serendipitous because I didn't like the spun sugar at the bottom anyway. So I basically re-stamped the whole dang thing. And I brought in picked raspberry, then spun sugar, and then shaded lilac. And I love how this background turned out. And so anyway, I'm using the regular blending tools that you can get from Ranger. I don't love these, but again, I have to figure out a way to wash my makeup brushes and get the ink out. I think I'm going to use a solid soap. I have a ton of solid soap from like Shop Miss A that I use to clean my makeup brushes and my makeup sponges. So I'm going to try that, see if I can get the rest of the ink out. That way, I don't have that problem again. So I'm going to bring in a little bit of tumbled glass, and I'm going to add that just at the bottom. I don't have a whole lot of space at the bottom. I did try to get these presents as close to the bottom as I could, but you know how things go with me. So I'm going to clean up my area, and then I'm going to bring in a little bit of acrylic paint. I don't remember who said that I should use acrylic paint, but thank you very much. So at first I thought, I'm going to do this at the end. And then I thought, no, I'm not. I'm going to do this before I pull up the mask, because the last thing I want to do is get to the end of this card and screw it up again. And you guys, I almost lost my lunch. So I film and it saves to a memory card. And then I put the memory card into my Mac. It reads it. And then that's how I transfer my clips. And it gives you the option of deleting from the memory card after you download. So I get up, it's downloaded, it takes, I don't know, probably 10 minutes. I went to the restroom, went and got something to drink, came back, and my computer had restarted. And I honestly thought I lost all this footage. And talk about seeing a fat girl cry. You were about to see a fat girl cry. Okay, so I'm going to get ready to Copic color this. So on Saturday, I will post the real-time coloring, and this time I will be walking you through most of the coloring. I know somebody asked if I would do that, and I will do my best. So I'm going to go ahead and add some Christmas music here and fast forward, and I'll talk to you once I am done with this part of the card. So this time, instead of adding the Dazzling Diamond Glitter, I just added the shimmer pin from Wink Estella. There's also one from Nuvo that you could use as well. So yeah, so I am going to decide on how I want to do the sentiment. Initially, I thought I wanted to heat emboss it using this purple color from Gina K Designs, and I'm using my, the one I messed up to test this. So half of it I put clear, half of it I put white. If you missed it, I added Versamark ink first to the stamp, then I added the color. So when you do that, you can emboss with a color and not have to have a million different embossing powders. So you would just go over it with clear if you wanted it to be purple, but I decided to go ahead and do it with white because I like the way the white popped against the background. So this took me a couple of minutes to get set up. I used my embossing buddy, and then I couldn't get the sentiment straight. And that's the bad thing about not having the stickers on the back of foam mounted stamps, is that it's really hard to line up. So what I ended up doing was putting it on this paper, on this grid, and getting it as straight as I could, and then trying to line up the paper with that. So it took me a couple minutes to get that the way it should be, and then I used my embossing buddy again and I moved it. Oy vey, y'all, oy vey. So again, I'm stamping this just in Versamark ink because I wanted it to be white and not purple. I'm going to bring in my white embossing powder, and I'm going to go ahead and clean off my desk before I heat it because I have some residual powder and some so embossing powder. I have the embossing powder and I have the powder from the embossing buddy. I'm going to use my heat tool from Stampin' Up, which I love, and we're just going to heat that until it's melted. Then I'm going to bring in the same pink that I had yesterday. I'm going to go ahead and score this at 4 1/4. It's that half of the other sheet that I used, so it ended up being 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, and I've scored it at 4 1/4. And then I'm going to cut down that piece of white to 4 by 5 1/4 to be my inside card layer. Going to bring in some adhesive after I fold this with my bone folder and get it all ready to go. I'm going to adhere the Yeti to the outside. So I made this panel 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 because I didn't want as much pink showing as I had in the other card. And that's it. I love this one. So the question of the day is, do you like Wednesday's card or today's card? So make sure you answer that question in the comments down below to have a chance to win something from me. Not every question will have a giveaway, but every video will have a question. All right, y'all, that's it. Thanks so much for joining me. Let me know what you think of this revised card, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the real-time Copic coloring. Bye for now.